Hey guys, welcome to my backyard garden. I'm out here. It has been so hot. I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and I walk. It takes about an hour, then I get back and I water the garden. It's about 9:30 now and it is hot. I'm about to go in, but I wanted to give you a quick peek of what's been going on. I had been concerned about something eating up my strawberries, and I went out and I bought a little trap and I put the trap out. This is the little trap that I bought. Cute, isn't it? But I haven't caught anything. That peanut butter has been in there for a couple of days. But I took the cover off the strawberries today to water them and pick a few strawberries, and let me show you what I saw. Well, that's what I see in my strawberries. There he is. Not a mouse. But he is cute. Now, I don't know whether he eat my strawberries, but we're going to share this garden. If he do, he can have some. So I guess it wasn't a mouse eating my strawberries, the toad, but it still could be a mouse. I'm going to leave that trap in the garden just in case. The last few nights, nothing has been getting into anything else. Things seem like they're perking up a little, even though we've been getting a lot of hot weather. A lot of things that I planted didn't germinate, but every year is not going to be a perfect year. Let me show you around so I can get out of this hot weather. Now, these are the potatoes here. This is my first batch. They're looking great. This is the second batch. Now, that one right in the middle is a volunteer, and I have a couple of volunteers back here, but I just covered them up, and they're doing pretty good. That lettuce is doing pretty good. I've been eating off of it. I planted one of my sweet potato plants in this pot, and it looks better than the other ones that I have. The potatoes outside the fence, they're doing okay. I think the ones inside, the leaves look a little larger. I said maybe I'm not watering them as much as I'm doing these here. These are looking good. I had to cover up my black-eyed peas in here because something had started eating on them, and they look pretty good since I covered them. So far, I'm going to have to raise this cover, but these are some I don't know how long they're going to last, because this is some brassicas in here. A couple of tomato plants here, and these are the sweet potatoes that I put over here, and you see the one in the pot look a lot better, but these seem to be picking up. Outside the fence are all my different squash. Some of them look good, some of them don't. I'm going to have to, I think, put a little fertilizer on them because some of the leaves are a little yellow. Now, surprisingly enough, my lettuces out here are doing good. And the runner beans, nothing got to these over here, although they're looking a little yellow. But I've never planted them before, so I don't know really what they look like. These are pole beans on this side. And they're, whatever got the others didn't get these. Okay, over here, these is some beets and some more greens and some Swiss chard. They're hanging in there. And I have nasturtiums in this pot, and I have nasturtiums in that pot, and they're doing quite well. A couple of tomato plants and a pepper plant down there. Now, this is my okra. I had 3 rows planted. I planted 2 rows, something ate them. And then I planted some more, something got to them, so there are 3. I put that little thing there. It makes that, I don't know whether you can hear that noise, but it's a motion detector. And so far, these 4 have been growing quite well. So I hope I can get some okra. I love my okra. This kale seems like it has jumped up. Peas are still here, even though it's hot. They're still here. These are mustard greens. I will be having these for dinner today. I don't know what this is, or this one over here. Those are volunteer, look like some kind of squash, so I left them just to see. These are my lima beans. After I sprayed that citrus on them, the citrus peel that I boiled down into water, quite a few of them are doing well. Now, some of them, this one here is not, and that one's not. But the others are doing pretty good. Have a volunteer tomato that came up here, one over there. I don't know whether I'm gonna leave them here or transplant it. I have so many tomatoes. Always get some volunteer tomatoes, and I already have some. I still have a couple of beets down there that they didn't dig up. Over in these pots here, I have eggplant. They're coming up. Pretty soon I will transplant some of those out of there. Now over here, I'm still upset. My sunflowers that they ate up. I don't know what you can see the stalks are still there, but I did start some more in the house, and I'm gonna put them out. This is some zucchini, and it's growing. Some of them made it, and as you can see, a lot of them didn't, but that'll be enough for me. This is some mylar spinach. It's perked up and looking pretty good. This is a pepper plant. More tomatoes, and more tomatoes. We have had 4 days of extreme heat. And right now, we haven't turned the air conditioner on because I'm trying to see how we would do without it. And right now, the basement is cool enough. And this spot here, I got a little breeze coming. It's very cool and comfortable here. So you need to see what you can do before the time really comes, because we've all had power outages different times. I mean, I have had a power outage before. 3 days the power was out. I mean, with all the storms we have and the weather, it could even be longer. But we have to learn how to adjust. That's some of the things we need to look at what they did back in the day. I remember going to my great-grandmother's house. She didn't have electricity. She didn't have indoor plumbing. She had a back house, but nowadays we have compost toilets that are really nice, and you can get a bottle with a pump on it to wash your hands. And there's so many things that you could do to have for a backup. So those are just a couple of them, but I think everybody needs to be thinking about what they can do while we're going through all of these bad weather changes, and grow you a garden, preserve you some food. Because, you know, I hear everybody saying stock up, stock up, stock up, but we don't know how long that's gonna last. And just like beans, if you stock up on beans, you keep those beans for a few years. It's like they get hard and they will never cook. So it's only so much stocking that you're gonna do. You're gonna have a turnover. Get to know your local farmers. You know, grow something and try to put something away. Learn what your wild edibles are. You never can tell when you're gonna need them. Well, that's all the preaching I have for today. This is Lady P from a cool spot in my backyard garden. Peace and love. I'm out.
Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good